Hello, this is David at I Repair Fast, and today we're going to be doing a screen replacement on an LG G3. This is part of our Nothing Left Out video series where we repair computers and devices from start to finish. After getting the back plate off and the battery out, we're going to go ahead and remove all of the screws. All of the screws in this device are going to be the same length except the one directly to the right of the flash. That screw is going to be a little bit shorter, and you want to make sure you put that in the right spot whenever you put it back together. This is the flash screw. As you can see on the mat, it's a little bit shorter than the rest. After we get all the screws out, it should be pretty easy to get some purchase underneath the midframe. That pops up pretty easily on the top and the bottom. Make sure to disconnect all the ribbons on the board. Sometimes the rear-facing camera comes right out with the board, and sometimes it kind of wants to stick in the frame. If it wants to stick in the frame, it's fine, just remove the connector and make sure that you get it off of the board itself before you pull the board. The piece of tape at the bottom of the phone is extremely important. If you don't have it there, the screen will not have a backlight. Make sure that you either set it aside or leave it hanging off the side of the phone. The next thing you want to do is remove the audio jack. You could use a pair of tweezers to stick inside of the audio jack and gently pull up, and it should come right off. We're going to go ahead and apply a little bit of heat to the bottom there to loosen up the tape and the ribbons that are connected to the plate. Again, be very careful not to lose this tape. We're now going to apply some heat to the screen. This is going to loosen the adhesive that holds down the screen itself. Use a pry tool and start from the top. Get purchase underneath the LCD and gently pull up. If the adhesive that is on the actual mid plate is still in good shape, you could feel free to reuse it. The way that the screen broke on us here, though, we have little tiny shards of glass still stuck to the adhesive, so we're going to remove all of the adhesive and put some new adhesive down. The tiniest little shard of glass on that adhesive is enough to crack the screen, if there's enough pressure put in the right spot. We're going to go ahead and use some 1mm red tape to put around the edges, top and bottom, to make sure that the screen sits flush. We're going to back that up with using a little bit of epoxy, as seen a little bit later. We're going to take the speaker off the old screen and put it here in the speaker hole, the new screen. The speaker he's trying to insert has a little tiny bit of glass on the adhesive, and therefore it's not sitting straight in the hole. He's going to fix this very soon and actually clear all the little pieces of glass off of that speaker. After removing all the glass on the speaker, you see that it sits flush in the frame. We're now going to go ahead and reinforce the four corners of the red tape with a little bit of epoxy. This helps stabilize the phone screen and make sure that there's no lifting in the future. Very gently feed the bottom ribbon through the mid plate of the phone. You want to make sure not to crimp the ribbon, bend the ribbon in the inappropriate direction, or rip the ribbon on the metal frame. Now for the ribbon itself, you'll see that there are a couple little holes in the ribbon with pegs on the back frame that you should be able to put through the ribbon itself. This holds the ribbon in place and exactly where it needs to be. After you have those setting down, make sure you put the tape back over. If for any reason you did lose the red tape, a piece of non-conductive tape, capped on or such, would help just as well, but it needs to be covered. Now it's time to replace the board. And since the camera is still in, you want to make sure not to get the ribbon stuck underneath the motherboard itself. Make sure you have all the ribbons connected and reinsert the audio jack back into the board. After that, it's just reversing the process. And that's all there is to the LG G3 screen replacement. If you have any questions or would like us to do the repair for you, feel free to visit our website at www.irepairfast.com or follow the link in the description. And as always, thanks for watching.